It takes strength to ask for help, but what is the true cost of creating a safety net for people in need? Well, joining us live today to talk about a push to ensure nonprofits are supported is the Hawaii True Cost Coalition. We have Connie Mitchell, who is our Executive Director for the Institute for Human Services, and Ryan Kusumoto, who is our President of Parents and Children Together, otherwise known as PACT. Thank you guys so much for joining us right here on Island Life Live. We appreciate it. So please tell me, what is the Hawaii True Cost Coalition?
Well, for many years, right, nonprofits have been serving the community to do some critical work in our state. And to do that work, we rely on the support and the partnership with government to fund those contracts. Yep. That work, as we all know, over the years, the cost to do that work has risen for everybody, right? Yeah. So same for us. Unfortunately, some of our contracts that we haven't gone up in the same manner. And so what we are concerned about is the ability to continue this critical work to serve our communities, to help people thrive, right? And so there's a bunch of nonprofits, 50 or so nonprofits that have come together to sort of address this issue and raise awareness, and really to raise awareness that, you know, we want Hawaii to be a place where everyone can fulfill their dreams and thrive. Yeah. In order to do so, though, these services are really critical at this time. The things that Connie sees with homelessness, mental health, those are all things that need to be addressed. In order for us to achieve and address those appropriately, we need those services out there, and it's becoming very hard for us to keep up with that work. And so we want to raise awareness about the fact that we need to, you know, help to increase those contracts so we can get those services out to the community.
Got it. And of course, the coalition strength in numbers, right? Yeah. Well, you know, many families do rely on nonprofits to survive, but that safety net that is provided is now fraying. So just tell us about, like, what is that push, that need to meet this demand?
Well, I think a lot of the services that are provided by the nonprofits, first of all, they used to be provided by the government, but, you know, then they hired nonprofits to do them, right? And a lot of them are critical because, you know, there's a lot of stuff that we do that is preventive. Like, you know, Ryan's organization does a lot with young children. You know, if we
Is that Ryan's Light?
I'm sorry?
Ryan's Light? Is that the one?
No, or PACT.
Oh, yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So, you know, a lot of his programs are working with families, with children.
Direct.
Yeah, and you know, like, if we don't really address their needs now, we're gonna have a lot more problems later on, right? And like for me, you know, I'm working in homelessness, you know, so many of the people that come to us, if we don't help them and, you know, really stabilize them, they're gonna hit the emergency rooms, they're gonna hit the jails, you know, they're gonna hit all over the place,
yep.
You know?
Absolutely. Yeah. Do you folks happen to have any numbers that you guys can share with us? Like, just how much have funds fallen for nonprofits recently? Is that something you can share?
Yeah, so, well, you know, we polled all of our partners, and like 91% of the nonprofits who are working with government, they haven't seen those increases over a year, but yet costs have gone up. And so, you know, when you think about that, like over a 10-year span, if the contracts sort of stay the same, right? But rent goes up, you know, utilities go up, and then, you know, we want to keep up with salaries for staff, because those are the folks that are doing the critical work to support the community.
And we're seeing the numbers right here in our Hawaii nonprofit survey of all of these percentages. These percentages are so high. So what is it that we can do? If we know that you're looking for help, or even for those that are looking for help, where can they find you, and what can we do?
I think a lot of the services that all of us provide, a lot of times if you call Aloha United Way 211, that's a number that, you know, really is like a lifeline for a lot of people. But, you know, there are a lot of services that you can just go online and, you know, look it up and see, you know, who's providing those services. But I really do recommend Aloha United Way 211. And then you ask, what can people do? I think people can volunteer. People can give, but I think right now we're trying to really ask the government to raise their you know, funding for nonprofits. You know, when you think about it, you know, you were talking about the cost of you know, labor. You know, like the minimum wage has gone up, you know, like 83%, I think, in the last 8 years or so. But we couldn't keep up with that. You know, like, we can't pay that much, you know, for the entry-level folks that are working for us, and we're falling behind. and it's hard to find new workers, but if people care about people, and our community is one of Aloha, we
Right.
want people to be working together with
Right.
us, right?
Well, thank you so much. I know that United Way 211 is a number where people who are in need of help
Yes.
can go. And then, of course, we'll have the links on KITV.com so that people can find out a little bit more about our coalition and how these nonprofits can get the support that they need.
Awesome.
Yeah? Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
We appreciate you folks for being here with us.